Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Rama.
Rama 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 Rama
Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Ram Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Rama 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 Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Rama
Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama
Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Rama
Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama
Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Rama Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama Rama Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Raya. Suratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Guru Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Arpanamastu. This is one more fortune which has been blessed by Bhagwan, that we all gather here and sing his powerful name, especially
in the auspicious evening twilight time meant for worship of the gods. Because it's the time for worship by the gods also. And so there's a very strong current of spirituality in the atmosphere already. So when we make a little effort towards God, this current would add up and benefit us enormously. So with this in mind, in celebration of His grace, with deep gratitude, we have offered the Nama lotuses at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Now, we have been going through some stories for some time now. I don't remember exactly what stories we missed out in English in the evenings, because on the 31st we had some function, and again the 2nd we finished everything quickly, so there might be some stories. In any case, we shall go through one story which is some teaching lesson for all of us. If it's a repetition, just as well, because it's getting repeated, probably because we need it. If it's new, let us enjoy and learn what we have to learn. It's about two friends, one a believer of God, the other one is a non-believer, but they were great friends. And they were going to some place together. Now on the way, the believer friend came across a dilapidated Shiva temple. His heart went out to Shiva. Oh God, Lord Shiva, is that your condition here? Even to you, such things happen? He felt very bad about it, and also thought that he should do something about it, without which he couldn't go further. So he told his non-believer friend, see, there's a need for me to stay here and do something. You go ahead. So as he began to clear the bushes around, and there was a lot of, that is inside the sanctum sanctorum, lot of dust and bushes, and certain things that he had to remove, he felt. He began to dig out that those bushes, uproot them. And suddenly he came across a scorpion which stung him. Just see, a great bhakta of Lord Shiva, all that he felt was sorry for the condition of the dilapidated Shiva temple, and he just could not go further without doing something about it. And then the minute he started doing seva, this bad thing happened, this negative thing happened. He was stung by a scorpion. And of course, the pain was too much. He could do nothing about it, and there was nobody around. He had already sent his friend away. So he just remembered Lord Shiva and was crying out, why? Why should it happen? After all, I meant to do only seva to you. Could you not protect me from this? Why did you allow this to happen? In the meantime, his non-believer friend was walking ahead, and on the way he came across a purse. To his great delight and wonder, he found it full of some gold coins. Happily, he took it and ran back to the believer friend because he wanted to show off. And what did he see there? His believer friend was already stung by a scorpion, and he was in great agony. So it gave a point to the non-believer friend. He laughed and said, "I'm sorry for you, but at the same time, just see, you were a great believer in God, and see what has happened to you. And I don't believe in God, and I only make fun of Him all the time, fun of all the bhaktas, but then just see what I have got. Where is your God now? What is He doing? Allowing you to suffer like this?" He made fun, and naturally it hurt the believer friend so much, and he could not give an answer also to shut him up. So as he was calling out to Lord Shiva, a sadhu was passing by, and when he saw the dilapidated Shiva temple, he stopped. And then he saw these two friends, one in great agony and screaming out the name of Lord Shiva, while the other was very happy with himself. So he went near and asked the believer friend what went wrong. The believer friend described everything from the beginning and was asking the sadhu, "Swami, you should know the answer. Why would this happen to me? I'm so devoted to Lord Shiva, and I started to uproot these bushes because I wanted to do my seva to Shiva. And all that I got as a reward was this sting. Whereas you see this friend of mine, he doesn't believe in God, but he got a purse of gold coins to his great delight. Why would God do this? What is wrong? What went wrong?" Sadhuji said, "My dear friend, you have great bhakti for Lord Shiva, and then immediately you started, as soon as you found this temple, you started your seva. Shiva is very pleased with you. And that's why you see, according to your past karma, this is the time for you to lose your life. Something terrible should happen, like a snake bite, a poisonous snake bite, and you would die. But then, because of your attempt at seva, Shiva is pleased. He saved your life and allowed only the tail end of the karma to work out. And that is why the sting by the scorpion, it would not do you any harm. You would soon bounce back to your health. Don't worry." Then the believer friend said, "Oh, Swami, I didn't know that. All the time I was blaming Shiva. I was resenting. But why would my friend, who denies outright the existence of God, should find, to his great delight, a purse of gold coins?" Sadhuji turned to the non-believer and said, "My dear friend, according to your karmic sheet, today at this time you should find a great treasure. But then, minutes before that you stopped here, you made fun of your friend who believes in God. The way you derided him, it brought down your fortune. With the result, you found only a purse of some gold coins. Otherwise, you would have hit upon a huge treasure. So whatever is hidden in these happenings is subtle and doesn't come to our consciousness. So we do not know what is involved. We see only the outer happenings and then we sit in judgment on God. But there is so much more to the whole happening than what meets the eye. So let us not rush to judge either God or people, because there is so much subtlety involved in every happening, in our karmic balance. But one thing is very clear for those who worship God, even the punishments by the karmas would be reduced. Sometimes it will be totally removed by the grace of the Guru, by the grace of God. Sometimes you get only the tail end, but even that you are unable to bear. So you scream and kick out, saying, why would you do this? So all those people who enjoy so much of this worldly life, even though they do many things, many adharma, they seem to be enjoying life in every aspect of it. And then you begin to wonder why this man is hoarding money and everything seems to go well with him. This man is plundering. This man is a criminal, and yet everything works out so well for him. And here I am, a devotee of God. I'm chanting His name all the time. But one misfortune after the other should be happening to me. How could this be? Remember, the one who enjoys life despite being a criminal, he must have done something very good, some good karmas in his past life which are bearing fruit. But his time of punishment would come when he would not be spared at all. Because these sufferings come only to cleanse us, so that we get a push towards God. And the devotees seem to suffer again and again and again, hit upon by something or the other. You may be a very good devotee in this birth and you may mean very well, but then you could have done something very bad in his past janma or one of the previous janmas. We do not know what pack of karmas that we have brought with us. So it is not by the life that we live now that one could judge the happenings of our life, or could judge God or the good people. But one thing for sure, whatever happens, happens by the will of God, and it happens because it's necessary for us. Necessary for what? For our spiritual growth, for our greater kinship with God. Everybody knows this particular incident which I have narrated quite a few times before, that one day in the veranda of Sudama, with so many letters from so many devotees, each one carrying a tale of woe, which sometimes I could not even bring myself to read. Such was the agony, the misery expressed there. So when the chance presented itself, I gathered enough courage and asked Bhagwan why his Father, the Supreme Father, who is called Ocean of Grace, Karuna Sagar, give such terrible sufferings and hardships to his devotees? As soon as he put forth this question, Bhagwan, who was smoking, he stopped it. And then it was Sudama, veranda, and there were 5 steps to that veranda from the ground. On the top step, we had a footrest, a gunny bag for the footrest. And it was also a rainy season, so every day, every time we went out, we would come up and then we would rub our feet on the gunny bag before we entered. So it was a footrest. Bhagwan just looked there and said, Devaki, do you see that? There is something written there. Will you please read? Here I was asking a very profound question according to me, but all that he turned up with is pointing to a gunny bag, saying, there's something there, will you please read out? But then I knew that he wouldn't say anything without meaning or purpose, and it was not for me to question that, so I went straight there, and it was written in Tamil, meaning of which is, this bag carries rice cleansed of all the stones, the brawn, and broken bits of rice, and strengthened. The rice is number 1 rice, number 1 strong rice, being made strong by a process. So as soon as I read it out in Tamil, Bhagwan said, Devaki, that is it. Adidan Devaki. That is the answer for your question. I was stunned. It was written there in Tamil, and every day we were walking over that, sometimes cleaning our feet with that. I never bothered to look down. But then he knew it was written there, and he was giving it as an answer to my question. And then what could it mean? What was the connection between what I found here about the rice being cleaned? And suddenly it flashed. Oh yes. Just as this rice was cleansed of the stones and the broken bits and the brawn, we are getting cleansed of all that is unwanted in us by the sufferings of life. This is what came to me, and then I looked up at Bhagwan to know if I hit it right. Bhagwan smiled from where he was sitting and raised his hand high in benediction. I knew I got it. So you see, let us not sit in judgment without knowing all the facts of life. There is so much subtlety that we cannot even imagine involved in a certain happening. So the best is to accept whatever happens as a great blessing from God, perhaps a blessing in disguise, because coming from God, it can only be a blessing. And if you learn to look upon it as a blessing, very soon it will reveal itself how it is a blessing. I have experienced it many, many times, and out of experience I speak this. We shall now offer our today's prayer at the Lord's feet of Bhagwan. Bhagwan, we beg you 1,000,000 times for your immediate divine intervention to bring forth a dharmic normalcy to today's world in all aspects of life. Because what we see in today's world is very frightening. So much violence everywhere, and so much growing enmity. And there's already a war going on for months now, with all its atrocities. And then again, we've all gone through it, sudden attacks of vicious diseases, killer disease. And then the furies of nature, the violence of nature. Bhagwan, thou art the cosmic controller. Only you can bring in peace, harmony, and order to this world, and growing friendship and brotherhood, mutual help and consideration, and control, a good control over these attacks of diseases and violence of nature. We beg you again to uproot all the negativities of the human mind, the unwanted negativities which are responsible for today's world, the world of violence. Now these negativities are the asuras, the rakshasas. In the age of Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, the rakshasas were outside. The beginning, the Puranic time, it was devas on one side and the rakshasas, the evil people, on the other side. All the time there was a tug of war. And then in the next age, it was in the family, between the cousin brothers. The Pandavas and the Kauravas were cousins. And there was such enmity between them. Now in this Kali Yuga, this age of Kali Yuga, it is within one mind, one's own mind. Previously it was different communities. And after that it was one family. And now it is one mind. Within everybody's mind, the asuras have entered. And there's a constant tug of war between the good thinking and the bad thinking. Only our prayers to Bhagwan can bring relief to us, rescue. And Bhagwan, there are people from different countries speaking different languages, of different religions, stranded by some reason or the other, which of course, because of their past karma, unable to find help or protection, and crying out. We beg you to reach out to them and do the needful. We also beg you to protect all those unselfish people who've been working hard for the sake of the others from unhealthy criticisms, reprimands, and aspersion. We beg you to promote, to give a boost to the economy of the country, and to promote the growth in varied fields of activity to their heights, so that India would one day reach its natural high status of the world teacher as predicted by the great souls, so that it could lead the whole world in the path of Dharma. We beg you, Bhagwan, we pray to you in all earnestness and sincerity for ceaseless chanting of your name and unbroken remembrance of your teachings and leelas. One leela a day keeps the Maya away. That is how this whole program started, everyday satsang. So every leela brings to our mind how merciful God is, how helping our Bhagwan, and what a divine guide He is. Bhagwan, we beg you that we should be able to bring to our mind all this again and again, that it becomes our Atma Shakti. Please bless us to be sattvic instruments in your hands, that we should run our everyday life as an offering to you and not be caught by the temptations of Maya. We seek that ultimate state of peace and bliss, independent of any object or person. But then we need to be purified. So what do? We take refuge in your powerful name and ceaseless chanting of it, unceasing chanting, so that every nama would become our Atma Shakti. We also take refuge in your service, joyful service of that, without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, and that in the spirit of surrender. And finally, please bless us to practice acceptance of whatever life brings to us. Over life we have no control, and each one's life is destined according to their account of karmas. The life itself is like a journey, a train journey. All those people, relatives, we had been very helpful and loving in our previous birth, that we are all born into one family in this birth. We gather as one family in this birth. But then we are traveling together in the train of life, and each one station comes. No matter how friendly you are, how loving you are, you have to get down. And no one is an exception. And we do not know what is involved. But then, be it a joy or sorrow, it's coming by your divine will and coming from you. It can only be a great blessing meant for our cleansing. Every suffering is meant for our cleansing. All that is unwanted in us will be removed. So one should learn to look upon it as a blessing in disguise. It pushes us towards God, and therefore it works for a closer kinship with God. As we get purified, we begin to see the pulsating, vibrant, live presence of God everywhere and in everything. We also will come to know that behind all the activities, all the happenings of life, there is only the divine will. And Bhagwan, please bless us to be able to detect that hidden grace even in the most disastrous experience of life. When some past karma suddenly begins to play up, you would observe everything goes wrong, everything misfires, one after the other. You begin to get confused. What is happening to me? Why is that? That which always worked, works no more. Little realizing it is your own invitation to your past karma, you begin to resent God. You begin to put the blame on everyone else for your own failures. But then Bhagwan has promised again that those who chant his name and those who do seva to him, all the difficulties will be converted into great blessings. We beg you, Bhagwan, to bless us to be grateful to you, even for the adversities of life. We seek your blessings, your powerful blessings for all the species of the cosmos, in whatever state of being, whatever state of misery they are, to be lifted to a higher plane. And finally, we seek liberation, redemption from the vicious cycle of births and deaths. But then, it is endless problems of life, like the waves of an ocean. And what is the root cause of it? Our aham bhava. That I am the body. I am the body is utter selfishness. It's ruled by I and mine. And that is why in selfishness we commit mistakes, we commit crimes. So the root cause of all evil is that ego self. So one should be free from the tyranny of the ego, to be free from the cycle of births and deaths. Bhagwan, please bless us with that immortal life, that eternal living and eternal servitude to you, that eternal supreme divinity. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.